In the chaotic and shifting geopolitics of early 20th century Asia, few military units embody the complexity of international alliances and national struggle like the 88th Division of the National Revolutionary Army. Formed in 1932 under the directive of Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, the 88th, often referred to as the Tiger Division, stood as one of China's elite fighting forces during the brutal early years of the Second Sino-Japanese War. At the time of the division's creation, Chiang Kai-shek had just completed a sweeping purge of communist elements from his government and the Kuomintang, KMT. This political cleansing effectively ended Soviet support for the Chinese nationalist cause. With his military modernization plans in jeopardy, Chiang looked west, to an unlikely partner. Germany, despite the restrictions placed on it by the Treaty of Versailles, began to reassert its military and industrial influence under the Nazi regime. When Hitler rose to power in 1933, these efforts intensified. Disregarding treaty limitations, Germany expanded its military programs and extended support to foreign allies, including China. In exchange for trade privileges and access to key Chinese resources, the Germans sent advisors, weapons, and training programs to bolster the KMT's armed forces. Their goal was to help form three elite divisions, the 36th, 87th, and the 88th. A Trial by Fire, Shanghai, 1932. The 88th Division was still in its formative stage when it was called into action during the January 28th incident, also known as the First Battle of Shanghai. Responding to Japanese provocations, Chinese forces, including the still unfinished 88th, clashed with invading troops in a chaotic urban battle. Though the conflict ended inconclusively, it prompted Germany to deepen its involvement with China's military development. The crucible of 1937. The true test of the 88th Tiger Division came in 1937 with the outbreak of the Second Battle of Shanghai. Alongside its fellow elite units, the 36th and 87th, the 88th Division played a leading role in the defense of the city. At the onset, they performed admirably. Armed and trained by German advisors, they pushed Japanese Marines back toward the city's coastal districts, coordinating effectively with other ground forces and air support. But success was short-lived. As the Japanese brought in reinforcements and unleashed devastating artillery and aerial bombardments, Chinese forces began to suffer. Compounding their difficulties, simultaneous battles raging in northern and southern China forced the overstretched Chinese Air Force to withdraw from Shanghai, leaving the ground forces vulnerable. Facing mounting casualties, Chiang Kai-shek made the difficult decision to withdraw most of the 88th Division from the city on November 25, 1937. However, one regiment, the 524th, was ordered to remain behind and defend the Sihang Warehouse, a fortified position overlooking Suzhou Creek. In a dramatic last stand, the regiment successfully covered the retreat of the main force, holding out against overwhelming odds for several days. Their bravery became legendary. Aftermath and legacy. The battles of Shanghai and later Nanking took a heavy toll on the 88th Division. Despite their elite training and early battlefield successes, the unit was never fully replenished after suffering catastrophic losses. Adding to their woes, Germany ended military cooperation with China in 1938 as it pivoted toward an alliance with Imperial Japan. Though their time in the spotlight was brief, the 88th Tiger Division left an indelible mark on China's military history. They fought with skill, courage, and determination in the face of a technologically superior enemy. For many, their sacrifice stands as a symbol of Chinese resistance during one of the darkest chapters of the 20th century.